Hey, welcome back. You're watching Shadows of Tomorrow tutorial part 2. Today we'll be covering the guitar solo of this song. This video is going to be the final tutorial for the EP Exponential, and it's also going to be the final tutorial for 2024. You may be wondering, whoa, what are you talking about? We're just halfway through. I'll tell you more at the end of the video. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the guitar tone. I'm using Neuro DSP archetype Noli, the clean M of the plugin. And on my guitar, I'm using the 4th pickup position. It gives you a drier but still rounded tone and less boomy than the neck pickup. If you're using a 3-way switch humbucker guitar, try the middle position. I believe it would work better than the rest. If you're also using Noli and you want my preset, come follow me on Instagram, DM me about the preset and say, hi, you are an awesome guitarist, can I have your preset? And I will send you a download link. The entire guitar solo has 2 parts, the soft part and the loud part. So now we're going to cover the soft part. The first phrase will have 3 groups. First group, start with this double note, and then hammer, and then another one here, and then slide down, and then group 2, and then end with group 3, start with this, and then sweep up, and then, so group 1, group 2, group 3, so put them together. Second phrase will have 4 groups. The first group here is the same as the one in first phrase. So group 1, group 2, press a C major 7 chord and then sweep down, palm mute, followed by 2 hammered notes, and then end with group 3. It's a classic sweep pattern. Group 4 is a sweep up pattern. This one is pretty fast. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. Group 3 and 4 is attached together. So now let's put everything together. We've finally come to the loud part of the solo, and this part will have 8 phrases. Yeah, we have a lot to cover, so pay attention and most importantly, have fun. For this part of the solo, I'm using Noli's lead M with an overdrive engage. Again, if you want my preset, come DM me on Instagram. First phrase will have 2 groups. The first group, there's a triplet in the middle. Second group, so put group 1 and 2 together. Second phrase will have 4 groups. First group, start with a double note with a hammer, and then another one, and then followed by a slide up and a hammer. Second group, palm mute the last 4 notes. The third group, palm mute the third and the fourth note. The fourth group, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. So put everything together. The third phrase will also have 4 groups. The first group, palm mute, release on the 4th note. Second group, third group, there's a triplet in the middle. There's a triplet. Fourth group, so group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. So put them together. And the fourth phrase has 2 groups. Group 1, start with a hammer and then sweep up, slide up, and then end with this note. The sweep up is in triplet. And then group 2, so group 1 and 2 together. The first 4 phrases are supposed to be played together in one whole stretch in order to make musical sense. But in order for you guys to absorb effectively, I had to break them down into small bits. So now let me play all 4 phrases together. If you're still watching at this point, let me give you some bonus to help you in your practice. Go to ko-fi.com/LOguitarist and download a play along session for free. It's in slow speed, 80 BPM, good for practice. Additionally, you will also find a -1 track of Shadows of Tomorrow for you to do a cover. If you think that I have been kind enough and all this tutorial have been useful and you want to buy me a cup of coffee, you can do it right there. So thank you so much for supporting for the coffee, and let's get back to the tutorial. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. The 5th phrase is probably the easiest phrase. And then followed by. So the whole thing. Sixth phrase is the hardest part of the entire solo, so I'm going to break it down into 6 groups. But before that, let me show you what it sounds like first. So let's start with group 1. It has 6 notes. Second group also consists of 6 notes. And now here's the important part. Hold this finger right there, because in the next group, you're going to do a lot of pull-off technique. So this finger needs to be here. And the third group consists of 6 notes. Start by tapping this note, and then this note, and then pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off. And the fourth group also consists of 6 notes. Start by hammering this note, hammer, tap, pull off, pull off, pull off. The 5th group starts by hammering this note, and then slide, land on this note. And then you're gonna sweep up. And the sixth group starts with this note, slide. So let's start with group 1 again. Group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6. The first 4 groups doesn't have any specific rhythm. They sound like triplet, but not quite, and you just have to play them very fast. So let me demonstrate it to you. We have come to the 7th phrase, and it has 2 groups. The first group is a classic sweep down pattern. And I hope you're not confused every time when I say sweep down, but the notes are going up, because I'm just reflecting my body movement. So group 1, palm mute. And the reason why I switch my fingering like this on the last note is because I want to prepare my finger for the next line. So second group, followed by. So you gotta be able to switch your right hand orientation pretty quickly from sweeping up to strum down. So let's put these 2 groups in proper rhythm. We have come to the final phrase, the 8th phrase. It has 2 groups. First group, followed by a muted triplet strum, and then second group. This is the pattern that you have already learned. It's in triplet, very fast triplet, and then you're gonna palm mute the first 3 notes. Play this twice, and then end with. So group 1, group 2, so the whole phrase. So now let me play you the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th phrase for you so that you get the idea how everything sounds like when they are played in one whole stretch. After the guitar solo, we'll come back to letter C. And the letter C here, it's exactly the same as the original letter C, only the 3rd phrase, it's a little bit different. So let's go through it very quickly. First phrase. Second phrase. Third phrase. Now this is the one. The sweep pattern in the middle is basically an E-7 chord. I just sweep up in triplet. And the 4th phrase. And you're going to repeat this whole cycle of 4 phrases one more time. If you have come to this point, congratulations, you have just learned a very difficult guitar solo. The greatest purpose of this entire tutorial series is not just to learn the songs in the EP, but to capture the various technique and playing style in the song and apply them creatively in your own playing and writing. So I really hope that these tutorials have been useful for you, and I want to thank you so much for sticking around until this point. Shadows of Tomorrow and my latest EP are available on all streaming platforms. Go ahead and check them out. So what's next? I have something very exciting coming up. I'll be traveling to a place to film and produce a new series, Freedom Chapter 2. Yeah, Chapter 2. Where's Chapter 1? I've linked it down there in the description below. Freedom is a series of short guitar composition incorporating landscape videography. I'm not an expert in videography or photography, but at least I'm trying. So if you are as excited about it as me, keep an eye out. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.